Good evening. I hope I find you well. And this hot day, what temperature? 25, 26 degrees. Seems even warmer. There's no breeze. The breeze cools it down a bit. So we start off yeah, 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 with the daily reflection. And it's the 16th of July 2026. We're past the midday stage. Come now, let us return together. Let us reason together. Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 18. My son Jesus was punished that you might be forgiven. Isaiah 53, chapter 53, verse 4. My son Jesus was pierced for your transgressions. He was crushed for your iniquities. Isaiah chapter 53, verse 5. There is no sin too great that I cannot forgive. That's Jesus. Marvelous. And another little one that I say in the morning, I've prayers, the most important prayers, and one this, and in it there's the faith, hope, and charity, and there's 3 years indulgence with them, and I have them up for those that have gone before by name. But there's one there I think I like it, and I just share it. It's act of love, which of course is charity, but it's oh my God, I love thee above all things with my whole heart and soul, because thou art all good and worthy of all love. I love my neighbour as myself for the love of thee. And I forgive all who have injured me and ask pardon for all whom I have injured. That's the act of love, isn't it? It covers everything, kind of. And there's 3 years indulgence. So those prayers, you offer them up, and I do that every morning after I do some of my exercises in the morning. Usually was up at 7:15 this morning, or something like that. And then you're tired during the day, but it's kind of cooler at that time, I think. That's part of the reason. And so when I wash myself in one thing and another, um, and do my ablutions, then I do the physiotherapy, then the chair, and then I lie in the bed and lift myself up 12 times, 10 times at an hour, do it, and then my legs, and then there's a few more, but I come out and do these readings. I do that one, then I just after reading there. So we'll we'll start now with our hymns. We start with our hymns, won't we? Sacred Heart of Jesus. Sweetheart of Jesus, fount of love and mercy, today we come, thy blessing to implore. Oh, touch our hearts, so cold and so ungrateful, and make us love thee more and more each day. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Sweetheart of Jesus, make us pure and gentle, and teach us how to do thy blessed will, to follow close the print of thy dear footsteps, and when we fall, sweetheart, oh, love us still. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Sweetheart of Jesus, found. Yeah, I said that, didn't I? There now, Sacred Heart of Jesus. Now we sing a bit of a Latin hymn for Mary, our mother. Say hello to Mary. Lovely lady dressed in blue, teach me how to pray. Here we are, blessed mother. Now, how's about Salve Regina? Would you like that? Hail Queen of Heaven in Latin, if you don't mind. Salve Regina, Mater misericordiae, vita dulcedo, espes nostrum salve. A te clamamus, exulius filiae ferve, a te sus primas, genentes et flentes, in hac larimari vale. Ergo advocata nostra, Ilios tuos, misericordis oculos, ad nos converte. Et Jesum benedictus fructus ventris tui, nobis post hoc exilium ostende. O clemens, O pia, O dulcis Virgo Maria. That's lovely up there now, bless the mother, keeping an eye on things. The Latin is a bit hard now. I mean, I did Latin in school in my time. Did well at Latin. It was a language, it was called the universal language of the Catholic faith. But they soon changed that after Vatican II. They went astray in the head. But suffice to say, this is another hot day. How did you get on wherever you are? If you're near the sea and you're blessed, in you get for a dip, especially if the water is not out half a mile that you have to walk out to it, big in Bettystown. I was going to go to Bettystown today in a shorter way than I went the other time. But my friend Paul sent me a text. Like he's getting his car, he's going for a NCT test tomorrow evening. I think 8 o'clock or something, but somebody is driving it for him or bringing it over, and they're doing something for him later on today. So mine, when I went for one with the Toyota Venza that I had, uh, and I brought it to the garage to say I was going for this test on the Thursday. And I was expecting him to check the tires and this, that, and the other. The thing, make sure that, but because it cost me over €800, thank you very much. There was an awful lot of things done to it. You wouldn't believe it. But I passed the test, of course, and was intended to sell it on Dundee, but my friend Oliver's car gave up the ghost at a psychological moment, so he had the car. I gave it to him, and then his father's Mercedes, his father had the Mercedes, and Dublin car was in it. One time we were visiting some place, I know the family very well, but anyway, supposed to say that it gave up the ghost. And fortunately, they wanted a boy, so at a nice, just enough that covered my expenses that I paid, and not the sort of it's going to be advertising for about 3.5 to make a little bit of a profit after all my work. And I texted at the end of October and that, but anyways, so they have the benefit of it, and they paid it by what do you call it, into my bank account. Yeah, and it landed, and so I filled out the form for to make Oliver's father the new owner and sent it off. So obviously he probably must have it by now. But be that as it may, today anyways, I met my friend, and you know something, I've no like I'm just a shirt, and but it's very warm. There's a man painting the outside of Farley's, what we pub. It's the nicest pub in the county. It's so well kept, and they're so cheerful and helpful. were known, and we'd have a pot of tea and a couple of nice chopped biscuits. And I said, if you want more tea, get it, and it's only a fiver. Charge us a fiver. And I see to have a lunch menu now, a nice toasters, ham, cheese, and chicken and sandwich or something pretty tasty looking, and a side salad for €6. You couldn't go wrong there. I've seen that too. And a couple that we come across the way, and a lady that we know, Anne Marie, used to be in we used to go to the book club. I was in it, but I just got fed up with it, to be honest with you, because a lot of younger ones came, and like that, to think they know it all. When I say young, they'll be 30 or 40, but to me, they're young. And so it changed, and now I believe it went down small again, but be that as it may, some of the books were dreadful. You couldn't sort of, I don't know how we picked them. They were just off, but there was only one or two good books, very good books, and some of them, there was one about, and a true story about one from Russia that was very well to do, and all the rest of it had to leave it with the communists and settle in France, and the experiences they had when the blinking Nazis come. I think one of them was executed. It was a marvellous book, and she was so talented. To think that so many talented people were murdered by the Russians. I won't even know the Germans, the Nazis. Oh, what a dread. What a scourge on the earth they were. I think it was nearly the end of the world. So there's a lot of bad people leading countries, and they don't have respect for others either. Like the business in Ukraine. The Russians, the Ukraine posted no threat to them. They should stop trying to kill those people. But anyways, we had a good chat, and it's nice and cool in there for some reason. So you weren't too good. It was down there at 1 o'clock. Made about 11:30 or a little before, and a good chat. And so out we came, and I was intending to go for a swim. But then, if you don't know when you're going to go to Bettystown, you don't know if the sea is going to be out half a mile or something, and then it's shallow. You can't have a swim. You have to get in, and there's waters only up to your knees, not even up to that. And give myself a good ducking, but I like to have a swim. But no point in swimming there in that place. But it's the only one. There's another one that we used to go to, and the water was good there, but I will have to look it up on the map. But anyways, I might be going down to my sister. My friend is coming. My friend Damon is coming on next Wednesday, because the anniversary from my late wife is next Sunday, the 26th. The 26th. He's down in holidays at the moment in Clonakilty. Eamon and his daughter Rosie are down there, and they're coming back on Sunday. He sent me, I got a card from him there this morning, and but he said the weather is excellent, but that means they're roasted. But then I think Clonakilty is near the sea. I was in it years ago, yeah, when I was transferred to Cork, and I had to, business I was in the beer trade, I had to do Cork and County and Kerry and Waterford. And so I had a nice little run, and I don't remember the weather being as hot as it is now. We had one good summer, I think. Was it in 1986 or something? It was one good summer, anyways, and it got good, and it stayed good for the year, for until the end of September. But then there was a very bad summer one time, and myself and my late wife, we had a lovely picnic at the Whit weekend. I think was it on the Sunday. was either the Sunday or the Monday, and we lived in Bray, and we went towards Kilrudry Street, which you went up the what the place the Buckhall Road, and we were able to get over a little whatever it was, a fence or something, or maybe it wasn't, and we had two lilos, and we had a picnic and a lovely afternoon. But to be goodness, that was the last of it. That year it rained every day, including when we went on holidays for a fortnight, plus a day extra. So we were having a little extra, and it rained during the whole time. And we used to swim a bit, so we were swimming in the Atlantic. So you were dressed very sparingly because you were drowned going out, and then when you come in, you were drowned again. So you went home and changed. So that was some summer. So now we have a kind of a heat wave, but now not as bad as they have in other countries. That apparently it's 40 degrees or more. Don't know how they can stick it unless they have central heat, unless they have air conditioning. You can't nearly go out because you'd be scalded. And then if you're in the city, it's even warmer again, isn't it? The streets that throw up the heat. So I'm lucky where I am here in the country, but and then when the sun goes out, I've me deck chair at the back door, so the sun is sheltery there later on, and I can sit there, and so that's it's not grand. It's lovely, and so I love that to be able to sit and take it handy, and just let it all, as the fellow says, hang out. And I'm glad a few people are following me there, and you're most welcome. And I wonder how you coping if you're in this country with the heat. If you're in the city, God help you, because where you go, you can go to the seaside, of course. There's plenty of seasides there, so if you're able to make transport out there or you're way in a hike, I'd say they're packed. But then there's so many in the city, so many people that cause trouble. But in the country, if you can be near something that you can have a swim, the sea, like So my sister, as I say, she's in Rosslare Strand, and this lovely used to have lovely swims there. So she's invited me down, and I'd love to be able to go down tomorrow, but I can't. My wife's anniversary, 8th anniversary, is on the 26th of this month. And my friend Damon is coming down on Wednesday because he always comes to it. But then he heads back to Palmerstown. And I think the following Monday I'll head off down to Rosslare because I'm feeling this weather is going to last. Normally it would, if you got a nice day, it'd be raining the following day, but not this time. Every time you wake up, even if I was up at 7:15 when I pulled the curtains, the next thing was I could see the sun was up nice and sharp, but it's not as warm. And at 9 o'clock, when I was doing my prayers and one thing another, before 9 I looked and it was 20 degrees. It was 16 earlier, then it was 20 degrees before 9 this morning. So I said to myself, it's because this is going to be roasting. Right enough it is, when I was going up to see my friend, I had to open the windows in the car parked outside to let it cool, and I have air conditioning, which is great. When you close the windows, it keeps you nice and cool if you have to go on any journey. But I'm not going on any journeys in that kind of weather. I might go to the seaside tomorrow, please God, if it's another scorcher. But I'll go early after because I do the station at the cross on a Friday at 3 o'clock here, so I'll go early. I'll be back. Then I don't eat anything by way of things, so I might make me salad this evening. Save me doing it tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. I'll report when I'm doing my talk, as the fella says. So that's the way it is, and so I think I sing a little, my usual little, the Dublin Salt, the reverse of it. So sit back and listen, and if you feel like clapping, clap. and I just spiritually here, so I hope. I've been north and I've been south and I've been east and west. I've been just a rolling stone. But there's one place on this earth I really love the best. It's just a little spot I call my own. Dublin can be heaven with coffee at 11 and a stroll in Stephen's Green. There's no need to hurry. There's no need to worry. You're a king and the lady's a queen. Grafton Street's a wonderland. There's magic in the air. There are diamonds in the lady's eyes and gold dust in her hair. And if you don't believe me, come and meet me there in Dublin on a sunny summer's morning. I hope you like that. And I hope the people that was going to be there like it. Two disappeared, but probably wasn't too keen on this Dublin song. So be it, half a love a trouble bit. Bye now.